Hello, everybody. I am live and welcome to Earth Live Lessons. This is the very first of what will be many live lessons between now and the 6th of May. I've asked and I've reached out to scientists and wildlife broadcasters and filmmakers and people from all across the world really about creating content and live lessons over the next few months, and they've said yes, and they've been coming in by the hundreds. So I've got at least over the next few weeks, probably about 20 to 30 speakers to be coming right to you every single day on this channel. Now, if you are here, let me know. Please leave a comment, say hello, ask me a question. We've got live chat up and running so that we can interact and we can talk about exactly what's to come over the next few weeks. This is the only video that will have a slightly different format because I want to give you a little bit of a background about what to expect, who you're going to be hearing from. Hi, Wildlife Emily, nice to speak to you, and I can see people are slowly coming in now. So yeah, this video is really just to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about my scientific background, and give you an idea of what's to come. So it was about 48 hours ago that Earth Live Lessons was launched, yet we have a pretty impressive list. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit about who's going to be speaking and some exciting things to look out for, especially for you schools. I know this is a bit of an uneasy time. We really are kind of adapting every single day during this coronavirus phase. But the beauty of online and the beauty of this digital platform is that we can still learn, we can still be inspired, we can still connect with one another, and continue, even if your school or even if your university is shut. I'm going to be answering also some of your frequently asked questions. I've had quite a few already, but if you have any more, put them in the live chat and I will try to get to them at the end of this video. But first, the people that are going to be speaking to you over the next few weeks, they've really kind of volunteered their time. They are fantastic people. It was hard to select, really. So as I said, I've doubled up on a few days because there's just so many fantastic scientists willing to chat to you and being excited about this project. But if you do watch their video, if you look through the list, you go onto my playlist, Earth Live Lessons, you will see a block of speakers that have been set there for you to have a little look through. I'll be uploading more and more as I go along in blocks, and you can see the times of when they're going to speak and what they're going to be talking about. If you do watch their video, try and show them support if you can. Like their video, comment on their video, share it around. And luckily, we'll also be including some links to their research, their projects, and more about them in the description below the video. So if you're just feeling inspired and you want to learn more, you can actually go and do that as well. But if you're watching this video and if you're following any of the Earth Alive lessons and you're using social media, please do get in touch. Use the hashtag Earth Live Lessons. Tag me. My social media links are in the description below, and I'll be sure to kind of retweet and get some momentum going so more and more people can tune in and enjoy this lesson. However, if you do miss the live, don't worry, this will be going straight onto the YouTube channel and also uploaded to Facebook. But YouTube is the safer platform where all of you from around the globe can tune in. So who are we going to be hearing from, listening to? It's absolutely, I'm overwhelmed by the response I've had. Just this week alone, we have a live lesson from a young conservationist, Bella Lack. Incredible following, incredible young lady who's very passionate about conservation, has been campaigning hard. She's going to be talking. Chris Packham's going to be talking on Saturday, doing a live lesson, talking about his work with Wildlife Rebellion, and actually giving us a bit of the inside scoop on the science behind coronavirus. So that'll be a really good one to tune into. And we've got the director of RSPB, the Royal Society of Protection of Birds here in the UK. Incredible organisation. But Martin Harper will be talking about how to eat chocolate and save a rainforest. A fantastic talk, not one to miss. We've also got, other so Dr. Lucy Hawkes, she's one to really look out for just this week alone. She's going to be talking about secrets in animal lives, which will be a really great one. She's a lecturer at University of Exeter. And then beyond that, we've got way more speakers, people like Forrest Galante, who's a wildlife host. He just did the Animal Planet Extinct or Alive series, and he's going to be talking about bringing back species from extinction and his tales, filming that series. Just tomorrow, we've got Bertie Gregory. He's an award-winning filmmaker. He's recently finished filming the BBC landmark series Seven Worlds, but he'll be talking about his Nat Geo Wild series, Wildlife. So again, not one to miss. And on top of all these fantastic people, we've also managed to cram in some takeover days. So conservation organizations from around the world have said, hey, I want to do a day talking about our work, how people can get involved. And actually, for you stuck at home, a lot of us may be in isolation right now. So for those stuck at home, what can you do in your back garden from your window, sat at your computer? What are your top tips and wildlife tips for all of us right now in this strange time? So we've got Orca, who I'm a patron for, fantastic organisation, Wildlife Trust, the Edinburgh Science Festival are going to do a takeover. And on Easter weekend, and I'll give more information about this in just a couple of days, but Easter weekend, we're going to be coming live from a zoo and live from an aquarium. So we're hoping to do double ups of those, but we'll be really getting a behind the scenes look at life in a zoo, which is absolutely incredible. Another one to look forward to is Nautilus Live. If you haven't heard of it, make a note. Have a look at Nautilus Live. They are an incredible organisation that go on deep sea exploration. And they live stream it. And just last year, they found a whale fall, so a whale carcass at the bottom of the ocean, and they live streamed that. They were the ones that also filmed the Octopus Garden, which some of you enthusiasts and marine biologists watching will definitely know about. And they were the ones that streamed it live. So we're going to be hearing from the team, and they're going to be telling us more about what to expect in this coming year. Very exciting. People who've worked on the British Antarctic Survey and are still on there, they're going to be speaking to us. And really, this is just an opportunity for you guys to ask those big questions. We're going to be having everyone from volcanologists to soil experts, questions that you have. Could be about the world's tallest tropical tree in Borneo. It could be about the adaptations of bills in birds. It could be about, why should you care about peat bogs or seagrass? These are big questions that you can ask on this platform over the next few months. The last live that will be going out will be on the 6th of May with myself again. That's the next time you'll see me. I may do a few recaps along the way, but on the 6th of May will be the last live lesson. And until then, this is very much your platform. So as I mentioned earlier, use the hashtag Earth Live Lesson. And we've got some more comments. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nicola Harris, Tom Filton. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone else that's in. We've got a question from Sierra. How long will these be? And will they be the same time every day? So excited. Thank you for organising these. Yes, amazing. Really good questions. So each live lesson is just 20 minutes alone. As I mentioned, there may be a few in one day. We're doubling up. Easter weekend, there will be 3 or 4. So there's plenty to catch up on. And as I said, once they've streamed, they will be posted online. So you can always catch up on them as well. They won't be the same time every day. For example, on Saturday, I'm really looking forward to this. Gillian Morris, who is the founder of Sharks for Kids. Anyone who's keen on sharks, she's going to be streaming live from the Bahamas. So we're having to adapt to times from around the world. So keep an eye on that playlist. And those times may change. They may adapt. But they will be updated ahead of the live lessons on the day, so you will be able to tune in live when it's going out. So that's brilliant. Hi Ryan, hi Sharkman Dan, Froggy went wandering. Hello everybody, this is so exciting, what a platform. So that's really given you a little bit of an idea of what you can expect over the next few weeks. Please, as I said, ask me any questions you've got on the side, or if you have any ideas on what you'd like to listen to or hear more about, then also just chuck it in the comments and I'll get back to you at the end of the video or after this video. So a little bit about who I am. So I'm a biologist and a wildlife TV presenter. I use the digital platform regularly to create content and videos and stories about wildlife that I am passionate about. And that's really what this is all about now. But my background as a scientist isn't kind of the typical background. Really, I've looked at a number of things. So for my master's, some of you who may be future entomologists, those loving insects, may be watching thinking, oh, this is really exciting project. But I was looking at a sense called electroreception. So electroreception, in essence, is this ability to detect electric fields in the environment. And you may have heard about electroreception in aquatic animals. So in sharks, on the faces of sharks, they have lots of pits, these gel-filled pores on the front of their face that they use to hunt, right? And those are receptors that are used to help detect electric fields in the environment to hunt for prey. Similarly, in platypus, that duck-bill platypus bill they've got also has lots of these receptors, and they're used to detect those electric fields in the environment. But I was looking at this in terrestrial animals, so those on land, and this is a fairly undiscovered area of research, mainly because finding electric fields, or at least measuring them in an environment that's on land, is a lot harder than in water. So air is harder to measure because it's not as good as a conductor as water. So I was looking at ladybird larvae, but actually last year, and this came from the university where I was studying, in Bristol University, there was a brand new bit of research that said, and get this, spiders can fly. Let me know if you knew that. I had no idea that this fantastic sense, and for a very long time, we've been suggesting it could be because of this electroreceptive sense that spiders are traveling these big, big distances. So hang on, before I start spreading fear, not all spiders can fly over huge distances, but some can. Some certain families of spiders, so wolf spiders can, or weaving spiders can also use this sense to travel over big distances. And only last year was this really published in our research findings. So Erica Morley and Danielle Robert, based in Bristol University, have been studying this based on the lab that I was in. And it was so interesting because they were using these chambers to measure the ballooning behavior of spiders. So what's ballooning? Essentially, what happens is spiders, they basically release this bit of silk into the environment. And think of the environment, it's filled, everything has a different type of charge. I'm differently charged to, say, this mug over here, and you're differently charged to me. And even on a plant, there's different parts of the plant that carry different amounts of charge. And I'm not talking strong charge at all. These are really weak electric fields in the natural environment. But as this spider tiptoes on the edge of a plant or a petal, it will release its silk, and this behavior is called ballooning. As it releases its silk, it will then, that silk will be charged in a way that will carry that spider away and off that petal and through the air. And some of these spiders are able to travel over such big distances. We're talking a few kilometers up into the air and miles out into the ocean. I hope all of you like spiders, and I hope you knew this, but it's such a fascinating bit of research. Even Charles Darwin, on the voyage of the Beagle, wrote about how spiders would mysteriously land on the Beagle and then disappear. And he suggested that perhaps this was down to wind or atmospheric electric fields. And he was absolutely right. Isn't that amazing to think that Charles Darwin himself had this idea that these electric fields are carrying spiders over such big distances? Incredible. I've got more questions at the side. Let's have a look. Ryan, Darwin's bark spiders from BBC series The Hunt. I'm biased but work for... Yes, okay, balloon. So more fans of the ballooning spiders. That's absolutely brilliant. Hello to everyone else that's just logged on as well. This is absolutely fantastic. It's so brilliant. So that was really my master's research, and then I've gone on to a different area, looking at animal movement. So based at Swansea University, my supervisors are Professor Rory Wilson, fantastic people, Professor Rory Wilson and Professor Luca Borger, and they've been helping set up this passion project of mine, which is to study elephants. And we're using accelerometer tags. So it's looking at the movements of these elephants, and hopefully we'll be looking at areas where there's lots of conflict between people an elephant, which is a really big topic, actually. And someone later on down the line, as part of Earth Live Lessons, will actually be talking about that conflict out in Kenya. So that's really, really exciting. But I'm passionate about various areas of science and the natural world. And I wanted to actually include the fact that many of us in isolation, or perhaps not in isolation, but are restricting our movement right now, are limited to what's around us. And this has very much been on my mind in designing this Earth Live Lessons program, because I want to really show you that, yeah, okay, even though you may be stuck in your house, on your laptop or in your garden, there is still absolutely shed loads that you can see. I'm promising that. So next week, really excitingly on the weekend, again, I'll be putting all these details on that playlist, so keep an eye. But there's a gentleman who's going to be talking about urban wildlife. So if you're in a city, he's going to be talking about how you can find it, top tips and what to look for, and also some fun activities and resources there. If you are, again, in your house, you have a garden or a little local patch, go and explore it. You know, if you and one other, using that social distancing, can still go and explore an area, do so. Nature right now is the perfect answer to what's going on, and it can really help us through this really uneasy time, especially if your school's been closed temporarily. You know, there's plenty that you can still be applying and learning about, right outside in the classroom on your doorstep. I've also included a link in the description below to an article that I've written. It's based in the UK. I'm sorry I haven't written a global article yet, including the best spots across the UK, across the world. But I have included some of my best nature spots here in the UK. March, April time, this is springtime. This is where wildlife is really coming alive. You know, things are absolutely kicking off. The seabirds are coming back. Animals are coming out of hibernation. This is the time to get outside and see what you can. On there's some top tips of what species you can go out and see, you know, adventures to have, while still making sure that you are being socially distant, being safe, and looking after one another. The other thing just to add on here is that, you know, everything that we're going to be talking about over the next few months, this is a safe space to be kind of inspired and educated and have fun and be positive, and really kind of come together. And I'm so excited that this is actually happening, and that all of you, not only all of you watching this and supporting this, but actually all of you, the speakers that will be carrying out this, will be part of a really exciting and positive project. So I have a few minutes left, but I wanted to give a few minutes left for questions if anybody has any. So we've got Madison. Hi, Madison. How are you? Okay, so great question. How is COVID-19 affecting your nature travels? It's affecting them massively. I'm not going out of the UK. I'm certainly not leaving where I am locally, for now anyway. If I do travel to other patches around Wales, where I'm from here in the UK, then I will be doing so very safely. I'll be avoiding things like public transport. I'll be making sure that if I was to drive there, you know, there's things in place to make sure that I'm adhering to all those regulations suggested by the World Health Organization. It's my responsibility to make sure I'm not putting myself at risk or anyone else at risk. So as a way of kind of combating that, I mean, Earth Live Lessons has come about, which is fantastic. But also I'll be exploring my local patches as well, where I know there won't be many people. And to be honest, when I go on these nature adventures, they're usually on the Todd by myself anyway. So as I said, it's a great way of kind of using this time to go out and really see what's out there. Tell me about your social media work. How do you treat social media from Wildlife Emily? Thank you for your question. So I guess social media right now for me is just a really good tool to share stories that I want to tell. I've just said, yeah, I'm not traveling anywhere at the moment, but it doesn't mean that you can't, you know, learn more, share information about some fun research projects. I'll be carrying on with my PhD as well during this time. But social media is a really great tool just to kind of connect with others about things that I want to know about, or share my research. You know, it's just a really good platform right now, especially during this time, for us all to positively come together and learn more. Okay, what else have we got? Jessica, thanks so much for organising these. I'm a zoology uni student, so these will be a massive help. Amazing! That's what I want to hear. Okay, so yes, we've got plenty of people signed in. Any more questions? As I said, please do put them below. I've got a really good comment. Sorry, I'm reading and speaking at the same time. Obviously, I can't do two things at once. This is from Lizzie. National Trust have removed the charge of their parks and gardens to make amazing landscapes more accessible for the public. Oh, music to my ears. If you and a friend, or if you and one other family member are heading out, take that. Go to National Trust car parks. Go and park in a free spot and go on a lovely walk. This is why I put the link to that guide underneath in the description, so you can really utilize it and make the most of it. Okay, we're coming up to the 20-minute mark, so that absolutely flew by. But again, I just want to remind you that for the next few weeks, next few months, we're really going to be treated by some incredible people, some of the best scientists, conservationists, filmmakers, and storytellers that I have been following for a while and ever known. It's absolutely a real honour for them to be part of this. So, like I said, please show your support. If you're watching any of this, use the hashtag #EarthLiveLesson. You won't see me for a while, but I'll be busy behind the screen making sure it's all carrying on. And I'll keep you up to date with some of the most, perhaps exciting or different videos that will be coming up. Those live streams from zoos, at the aquarium, those takeovers with some really exciting projects and organisations. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this next online series. I'll be available to chat if anyone wants to ask any more questions. And I'll see you on the 6th of May, everybody. See you later.